So I accidentally hit the unstop record. And so I'm just doing a quick part two just to finish off everything. As I said, it's about money, it's about profit, it's about creating this everlasting story that's going to keep people in a perpetual state of fear. That fear then drives your emotions, your decisions, your complacency. So the movies and shows that we watch, you get these pieces expressed, you get them revealed, and we then think, oh, it's just a movie, or look at this character that's portraying these points that may be very factual and real, but look at how goofy this character is. So then you start to equate, oh, that character with those thoughts equals this. Same thing with what we see in society today. Oh, people who think this are crazy because this is how they're perceived, this is how they're shown. And that goes to show you the power of that media. But in order for it to really work, you need to be in a perpetual state of fear or lust or something that's going to be putting you in that alpha brain suggestive wave state. And this is where I want to, as a writer, try to reveal these things in my story, bring these things to people's minds, but then also give revolution to show that what we're being told isn't that it's a lot more of a beautiful place in this earth and world than that we live on, this plane. And people are more caring and more loving than people want to believe. And that it's not trying to constantly kill us. It's trying to show us there are a lot of lessons we need to learn. It's trying to show us these lessons to grow, to become a higher conscious of self, in my opinion, our connection with God. But a lot of us, that connection has been that that pulley has been cut and told, if you believe that, you're crazy. You look at people believe this is crazy, this is wrong, this is stupid. You need to be over here in this fear. Because if you try to go over here, you'll be pegged as one of these other types of people. Be in reality, be in the fear. This is really what's happening. Where I'm here to say that I challenge a lot of that with questions, research, comments, concerns, logical thinking, rational thinking, and wonder. And that's what I hope more people can do. But it's also understanding that there's the addiction of fear. And just like any other addiction, it's hard to let that go. It's learning how to remove yourself from that fear. So in my show, I would like to learn to get across and teach the audience that piece of understanding there's this fear, there's this addiction to fear. There are things happening, but they're not the way you think. And there is a way out to be able to see the things that we're always constantly striving for. Community, family, growth, love for one another, connection to God for a lot of us, or whatever it is that you believe in. Trying to ultimately bring this cornucopia of this beautiful nature that's already there and see it for the beauty that it is. And I don't think, and I would assume a lot of people agree with me on that. People want that. But what's keeping all of us from these different things? Well, it's all these things over here. But we need to be aware of it, just like anything else. We need to understand, all right, there's an addiction here. It's the first step in any sort of, recovery program. Hey, I'm addicted to whatever. Hey, I'm addicted to fear. It drives me. But now that I know that, how can I get out of it? How can I find myself to beauty? And it all has to start that you have to understand that you are enough. You have a purpose here. You are not just some random body vessel on the spinning ball in an infinite universe. You're not. There is wonder out there and things that we don't know, and we might never know. But what I know for sure is that you're not that. and you have a power, you have a purpose. And as a writer and as a creator, I want people to know that. I want people to feel it. I want the people to experience it and then ultimately really understand it for who they are. But sometimes in order to get there, you have to entertain them with what they have. You have to bring it to their attention. And this is how, in my opinion, you can use media, entertainment, films, television, whatever, music, to the advantage, the advantageous nature of all those components, and know that it's not all bad. It can be good. I'm going to get some potential some feedback here, or some blowback. People who maybe don't want to hear that or want to challenge this. Okay. But just know that I'm not here to fight you. I'm not here to take you away from that. It's only when you're ready. If you want to hear it, or if you want to take that step away from the fear, not live your life in that perpetual fear. So I hope this helps. If people want to hear more about this, we can go into more deeper dives. I just wanted to cover a lot of topics, and ultimately how I go through my process and what starts to spawn from when I'm creating a story. So anyway, I'll, if anyone's interested, I'll keep you posted on what's going on with the story. If anyone wants to know more, I'd be glad to share whatever I can when the time is right. So have a wonderful day. And this is the Pat Life Podcast.